Today we're here at Toverland.
Yeah, yes.
Once again, Luke's and Lapbars, David,
Tracy.
and we're quite looking forward to this one. Looking at some of the stats on paper, Troy's going to be the tallest wooden roller coaster that we've ever been on. Fenix is going to be one of the longest wind coasters we've ever been on, and we're just stood here right by the turnaround for booster bikes, which is the original booster bikes. So there's so much to look forward to here, and that's just the roller coasters. So we're going to get cracked
already
on.
We're in, and it looks a really, really pretty park as well.
Yeah.
Another pretty park.
Gives you off a little bit of sort of Thorpe Park vibes as you come in the gate, because you walk in and you're straight into a place called Port Laguna, which is sort of very beachy-esque. But yeah, going to get cracked on, and we'll take you along for the ride.
Yeah.
So that was Troy.
Troy, yeah.
Fantastic, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. Quite a longish ride. It's got some really cool elements in it. Goes through the station and makes a right racket.
Yeah,
it's really nice.
Everything you could possibly want from a wooden coaster.
Yeah.
One of the more rough ones, but not uncomfortably rough. It just gave you enough of a feeling of completely out of control, as it should do. Yeah. Considering it was built in 2007, it pretty much exactly as I'd want a wooden coaster to be. Just rough enough, but thrilling enough.
Yeah.
New number one Woody for me.
Yeah.
Is it the same for you?
Not quite. No.
Still prefer Heidi.
I still prefer Heidi. Yeah.
But that was Troy.
Yeah.
I'm sat here now in the Avalon area, just outside Phoenix, having just ridden Phoenix. And what a wonderful coaster that is.
It is, yes. If you like Swarm, you're gonna love this.
Yeah.
It's a really, really nice. It's once again well-themed coaster. Great interaction with set pieces all around the park.
Yeah, it goes under and over paths. It's a really nice photogenic coaster. I'd need to ride it again to decide whether I prefer it to Swarm, but it's definitely around that sort of level. It's quite weird seeing it go over the dive loop on the drop and not hearing an aeroplane crash.
Yeah. But it's dead smooth, nice and comfortable as well.
Yeah. No issues with the restraints or anything like that. Good fun on-ride photo location as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's Phoenix. It's wonderful.
It is, yeah.
views in this park, just like that. We're having a fantastic time here at Toverland.
We are indeed.
Since last update, we've had some dinner.
We have, yep. We had some pizza and some pasta, which was $13.95 roughly each.
Yeah,
but that come with a drink.
Yeah,
well.
13 miles, 15 euros. And yeah, absolutely fine. Nice ham and pineapple pizza again. What did you have? Pasta arrabbiata, was it?
I did, yep.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely fine. No issues or anything like that. Good quality size portions and whatnot, as you'll probably see on the screen. And then after that, we had a wander around the sort of the indoor areas, and had to go on a couple of the rides. There was a fun house, wasn't there? We had a bit of a laugh in there, and the rocking tug.
Fun house, rocking tug, the carousel,
and then,
teacups, and also
Two's Express.
Yes.
Which is a nice little Vekoma mine train sort of junior coaster. One train at a time, so you know, a bit long waiting for it sort of thing, but just good bit of fun.
Yeah, good bit of fun for a kids coaster. It's kind of up there. It's a little bit on the sort of extreme side if you've got little kids, but it's an absolute joy to kind of ride. It's got the tiniest launch in the world.
Well, it's not really
which
launch,
is really,
it's just basically
really
it oofs it out the station before it goes up the lift hill, and then it nearly touches the ceiling when it gets up the lift hill.
It does, yeah. It's one of them. You're pushing 6'6", but you will easily be able to touch the ceiling if you get your hands up.
At least it feels like that. Thank you very much, Troy. So yeah, once we'd done Two's Express, we came back outside and we had to go on Wonderball, which is unlike anything that I've ever seen before.
Yeah.
It's you pay €6 for essentially a wooden ball, and it's just essentially a big marble run.
Yeah, it's a giant marble run. There's 2 courses, and you've got the option to do one, then walk back up and do the other.
Yeah, and then you get to keep the ball.
And you get to keep the ball, so it's a really nice little memento as well.
Yeah, something unlike anything we've ever seen before at a park. And yeah, it's just Toverland is just really good fun. It's magic through and through. It's not quite as magical as Efteling, but it's a different kind of magic here. This one's more wizards and spells and such, as opposed to Efteling's sort of fairy tales in general. But yeah, we're about halfway through the day. We've done most of the major coasters. We've still got booster bikes to go on, and later on we're hoping to get on Expedition Zog, the log flume, and then the Blitz?
Blitz. Which is essentially it's
like a
bobsled.
Alpine bobsled coaster, but it's not a coaster. But hopefully we'll get on that a bit later on. But the queues are about an hour, and we'll see what we do with that one. So yeah, let's carry on through the day. Troy's just about to come through the station. I thought I'd record this just because of the sheer noise that it makes. It's coming through. Here we go. Getting a bit closer to the end of the day now. We've got just over an hour. Just doing a couple of re-rides and finishing up here and there. First re-ride that we're doing here is Toverland, which I think is Whirlwind. Lovely little max spinner. Not quite as good, we think, as Storm Chaser, but very comparable. What would you think?
Yeah, I'd be happy with that. It's as good.
Yeah.
But it's not as good as Storm Chaser.
Yeah, we think we prefer Storm Chaser's theme, but Toverland does have onboard audio and a camera as well.
And it does spin more as well.
Yeah.
That's a major difference.
So yeah, I'm going to go on this again and see what it's like a second time.
Oh wow!
Tracy in her natural habitat. She needs the coins!
Look at all the shinies! Yes, Toverland, really good for flat penny collectors. So far I've got 15. I think there's 15 now, but yeah, really good. They're $1.05 each, so it makes them cheaper than the UK.
It's €1.
Yeah.
Ja, zie je wel, geen zorg te zien. Alles op het op niks. Nu is het tijd om terug te keren. Blijven zitten.
Toodles! I got a face full of it. And that's the end of Toverland for us today.
Yes. Very tiring.
Yeah, but phenomenally fantastic day. There hasn't been anything really bad to say
No, there isn't.
about today.
Once again, nicely themed park, nice and clean. All the staff were really nice and fantastic.
And helpful.
Helpful, yeah. Good bit of English spoken as well.
Yeah.
Which is always good.
Everyone assumed we were German.
Yeah.
But as soon as we sort of stood there clueless, it's like you two. Oh, English, yeah. But yeah, the rides have been fantastic. The theming's been great, and it's just. Pretty.
It's another great family fun park that is exceptionally pretty.
Yeah, one of the things that strikes me about it is how much water there is everywhere. There's waterfalls here, there's waterfalls there, there's lakes. I don't know if I got it on video, but Troy, part of the queue line is separated by water as opposed to having wooden stakes, which is a really nice thing to have. So, yeah.
Yeah, merchandise is plentiful and not too expensive either.
No.
It's got a good range for both the rides and the park in general, and its mascots. Food and drinks not too pricey either. Slightly pricier than Efteling, but just as nice.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely nothing to complain about with regards to the food and merchandise. Apart from sizing, it does appear that they're using, obviously, EU sizing, and the UK, from the looks of it, we don't use EU sizing, we use American sizing, which means we need bigger sizes than what they offer, but it's absolutely fine. Standout attractions for me, Troy, and Fenix, obviously, but the log flume was great fun.
Yeah.
And so was the River Rapids ride. That felt generally like a River Rapids ride should do.
Yeah. And both rides you didn't get massively wet on either. It was just kind of a spraying, which was nice.
Yeah. I mean, I got quite a bit of a wetting on the River Rapids, but it wasn't unpleasant or anything like that. Weather's been lovely, so yeah, that's really Toverland. I really look forward to seeing what they're going to do in future.
Yep.
Hope that they're
yeah, because they are expanding. They've got an extension on one of their more newer areas coming for
Avalon.
2024.
This year. So it's this year. Avalon's coming with 3 new rides. One of them being a Skyfly called Pixarus. So we're probably going to be here again next year. What with Efteling being up the road and us not being able to do Baron, which I've already mentioned a million times, we might try and get back here for the opening of the Avalon expansion, because Avalon just looks so pretty.
Yeah, it's almost like you're in a mystical Hobbit sort of Shire-esque area.
Yeah, it's just really pretty. So that's Toverland. Look forward to seeing what they're going to do in the future. Hope that the best luck to them and all. But tomorrow's the big one.
It is.
Fantasialand.
Fantasialand.
Bit of a bomb down the autobahn, which is going to be a good bit of fun. Then a day in Fantasialand. Then we're doing Charles Lindbergh for the night, and then Fantasialand, just the one night.
Just one.
Yeah, and then Fantasialand for the next day before we move on to our next stop. So we'll see you at Fantasialand.